4 out of 5 SMEs in our region are dying. Not because they had a bad idea, but because they were just too slow to act. CEOs and business owners always rely on finance leaders to answer any question they have about their business. Let's take Khalid, for example, the finance leader at Molg. And to answer any question, Khalid has to extract accounting data, sales data, CRM, forecast, Google Sheets, Excel, Google Ads, and more. One simple question, 8 disconnected tools, and 2 weeks of work. And by the time Khalid has his answer, the opportunity is already gone. And that's why we started Qudwa, your AI finance manager. With Qudwa, Khalid has all of his data at his fingertips with the power of AI that thinks like a CFO. To put it simply, Qudwa consolidates both financial and non-financial data, all at a click of a button. We then analyze it by making sure that the data speaks to each other while having a complete memory of your business. And we then provide recommendations based on our AI and machine learning models. Unlike our competition, Qudwa doesn't just report numbers. It tells you the reason, the story, the why behind this number. So the next time the CEO wants to ask any question about forecast, budget, what-if analysis, or even scenario planning, everything is already there, enabling 90% faster decision-making, 2 weeks of manual work saved, and 15% higher profits. To put it in perspective, we already saved our customers $2.5 million annually so far, for which they pay $150 per month up to $1,000 per month, depending on their size. And the reason why we worked so well in a market like Saudi is because we connect to local and global tools, while making sure that we cover the basic need of the Saudi market, which is multi-entity, multi-currency consolidation. And we want to grow within industries and geographies, and we've already started with that. 12 months ago, we started supporting customers in KSA, the UAE, and the United States, scaling 75% month over month, reaching 150 clients and $150,000 in annual recurring revenue, with more than 300 unique users every single month. But we're aiming to end year 4 with $50 million in ARR, and we have an amazing team to do this. We have 8 technical beasts with us, managed by my co-founder, Sam, an engineer and an ex-consultant, who's been building financial models from startups all the way up to nuclear power plants, aerial taxis. He also managed product at Huspi. As for myself, well, I built and implemented financial planning solutions in 13 countries and worked with more than 50 CFOs during my time at the London Stock Exchange. We recently, a few months back, closed our pre-seed round and are getting ready for the new round. So if you want to join this amazing roster of VCs, feel free to join us as we're building the financial brain of every single business. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Dr. Abdulwadi Attakruni, the CEO of Reporty. All hospitals and clinics know that patient experience is what drives patient retention and patient loyalty. But there is one thing related to the patient experience that doctors and hospitals cannot do for every single patient, which is the aftercare, as it needs to be done by the doctors themselves, and doctors don't have time for it. That's why we have call centers and mobile apps and even doctors sharing their phone numbers with patients to ensure that they can reach them out whenever they need. The fact is that more than 90% of patients, they just search in the search engine when they need any information. That's why we built Reporty. It's an AI that attends the whole session with doctor and initiate a personalized aftercare for patients, sharing with them the information they need at the time they need. All of that on behalf of the doctor. And here is how it works. Once the doctor clicks on Reporty within their management software, and confirm the AI suggested diagnosis, our AI will suggest for the doctor the whole treatment plan. And once it's confirmed, reported int will autofill the patient file completely on behalf of the doctor and will start generating and sending messages for the patient, explaining to them in their language, their case, and their instructions. And not only that, it also shares reports for the patient explaining all the details that they need to know about their cases. The doctors could customize everything, starting from the topics that the AI should generate, going to the branding side, and they even can upload their voice so that the AI generate the voice records with their own voice. We have released reported int for dental clinics and reported insurance for the telehealth platforms and the insurance companies to empower their clients with our aftercare. And we are releasing soon other reported tools to empower most of the specialties as reported derma, reported mid, and reported pharma and reported lab. We provide our services as a yearly subscription for dental clinics with 1,900 Saudi Riyal per dentist, and report insurance for the telehealth softwares and for the insurance companies with 7.5 Saudi Riyal per claim. And we have integrated reporting within 10 management software that giving us an access for more than 10,000 clinics and for universities in the MENA region. And since we launched a few months ago, we have more than 100 dentists using our platform, generating more than 15,000 reports through the platform. The market is huge, it's 1.5 billion in the MENA region, and we are on track to onboard 1,500 doctors and one university and one insurance companies by Q3 of 2026, as well as reported mid and reported derma. If we want to look at our competition, we will see that most of our competitors are focusing on analyzing images for doctors or for patients, whether for patients to direct them to the right doctor or for doctors to improve the diagnostic accuracy. However, we are the only AI reporting module that integrate within the management software to provide a personalized aftercare for patients and automate the patient file completion and analyze the radiograph images. We're raising 500K and we have secured 50% of it. Our team consists of me, the CEO with more than 10 years experience as a dentist and health informatician, Ayman, the CEO with more than 19 years experience in IT operation, and Fiona, our CTO with more than 20 years experience in IT. Join our venture to make patient care smarter and easier. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Riyadh Seed and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Revin. Nowadays, the extreme digitizations, SMEs face major challenges. Number one being, their customers are everywhere, across many channels and apps, and the way that they would manage and interact with them in one is completely different than the other, which unfortunately leads to fragmented and underutilized valuable business data. And let's say an SME wanted to address that gap, perhaps hire more people or use more resources they don't necessarily have the budget for. So, what is the solution, you might be asking? A single platform of highly specialized AI agents that work seamlessly across different channels. And that's what we offer at Revin, offering 4 different agents, starting off with our support agent that, once trained on your data, can work seamlessly and interact with customers across many channels. We have the internal agent that helps employees of an organization find information that they need easily. We have the marketing agent that finds and promotes to high likely customer. And then we have the sales agent which assesses and manages the pipeline. And how do they work? These agents operate in 4 simple steps, starting off, just like any new joiner, training them on the company's data. Then, once they're trained and ready, the platform is already integrated and ready to use. Just activate them to perform their job. And lastly, just like any other good employee, they would report back with data and insights to help grow the business. We offer the platform in a subscription model with different tiers to meet different needs and both monthly and annually subscriptions. We have launched in the last quarter. Throughout our journey, we have launched 2 agents, onboarded 35 customers, and helped those SMEs reduce the cost by 75% on those relevant roles. The market opportunity is very huge. As you can see, the TAM goes up beyond $1.3 trillion. And we are guided by a clear roadmap, focused on enhancing our product, leasing more agents, as well as scaling and acquiring more customers throughout this year. In terms of the competition, we like to differentiate ourselves by one, being built from the ground up as an AI agent provider with full integration and advanced localization capabilities. The Revenue was founded by a team with relevant experiences from companies such as Microsoft and Accenture building the platform. Additionally, we have an amazing sales members. We're currently raising our pre-seed round of $500K, which will be used for product development operation at GTM, and we have secured 40% of it. Thank you so much, and join us in Reimagining Intelligence, and please visit our booth. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. We're Green Desert Technologies, and our mission is to turn desert lands into sources of prosperity through biotech. So as of today, 30% of the agricultural lands in Saudi Arabia are either unused or unprofitable. This is mainly due to water stress and very harsh environmental conditions, and results in about 15 million hectares of land area every year, which translates to $15 billion in landowner value lost every single year. At Green Desert, we can take these lands and turn them into usable, profitable assets, and quickly. We do this by focusing on algae biomass. Algae as a crop is very economically valuable and very efficient. It can be grown effectively in very harsh environments and needs very little land or water to grow. As a product, it's used across many different industries and has a global market of about $25 billion. So what we've done at Green Desert is we've developed these modular smart reactors, like the ones you see here on the right, that basically allow anyone to grow algae profitably and easily, wherever you may be. These reactors can be deployed very quickly and at a low cost, and through our technology, need very little skill or know-how to operate. Through these, we can take your unprofitable land and turn it into a high-margin source of income quickly, in about 2 months. At the heart of our technology is our proprietary sensor box. This sensor box collects live data on the algae growth rate in real time and automatically adjusts the conditions in the reactor to allow the algae to grow efficiently with very little human intervention. Through this box, we can control hundreds of reactors and monitor them digitally. Our revenue model consists of giving these reactors and setting them up for the clients who need them, and then guaranteeing them the offtake on the biomass that they produce from them on their lands. This revenue model has 3 parts, and we make money from 3 different ways in it. First, we take a fixed fee for every reactor that we set up. We then take a licensing fee, which is a monthly subscription on every reactor that basically enables the farmer to automatically grow the biomass at a high efficiency. Finally, we buy back the biomass from the client, aggregate it, and resell it at a margin per brand. So looking at it from the farmer's point of view, one of these reactors costs about $10,000 and needs 2 months to set up, and after that he can achieve a profit margin of about 30% and break even in less than 2 years. And these numbers only get better the more of these reactors they have. We're targeting a SOM of $670 million, which represents just 0.1% of already unprofitable lands looking for alternatives. We've already secured 5 tons of purchase orders for the actual algae biomass and have 2 farms in our pipeline, totaling 18 reactors ready to sign our licensing agreement. We also have a pilot facility near Jeddah where we've demonstrated this type of production. This is to demonstrate to the market that you can achieve our stated unit economics through our technology. We differentiate ourselves mainly through our tech. It allows us to remain cost competitive and also produce at a very high productivity. We're also the only business that offers this service in Saudi Arabia, which gives us a big advantage in the region. We plan on onboarding 50 new reactors by the end of 2026 And inshallah, that translates to 1.5 million ARR by the end of 2027. Our team has deep experience in biotech, systems engineering, and business development from esteemed institutions like MIT, University of Cambridge, Red Sea Farms, and McKinsey. We closed a $1 million round and now have opened a $2.5 million round, mainly to scale our deployments and further increase the efficiency of our system. Thank you so much, and I hope we can scale biotech together.
السلام عليكم مساكم الله بالخير. أنا عبد العزيز العارضي co-founder of MADAC. MADAC democratizing real estate investment. Once we are talking about real estate investment, there is a couple of facts. High ticket size for individual, harder liquidation for individual and also developers. In the last report, they said the unit takes 8 months to 1 year to be sold. And that's a huge problem. What's the solution? Is simply MADAC. MADAC offering a fractional ownership where we enable individual to access the real estate market investment by as little as 500 and they can own a share. And we take all the hassle from operating to exiting the investor through the app. For the real estate developer, simply, rather than selling in a 1 year, we are selling it in minutes, even in seconds soon, inshallah. We are operating in a huge market. Everyone knows the real estate investment market is the largest, and that market is sized with 400 billion. Our product is very simple and easy and built in-house. Simply, you can browse an opportunity, choose it, and invest in it, track your earnings, and exit all through an app with the fingertips. Business model, mainly we rely on commission in purchasing and exiting for investors. Also, after so many requests for special features, we developed subscription model. Lastly, we own a share from each property we sell. Alhamdulillah, we are the first Saudi fractional app that operates in Saudi, licensed with Riga Hil Amal Al Aqar under the sandbox. We have tested the product. We went to the market, tested it for 1 month, resulted in 13,000 active users, gathered a sales of 2.6. Competition, simply, we are the only licensed company in Saudi Arabia. The great things the most thing that we are proud of is our team and our board, as they have the matter experts. The company led with my co-founder Hussein Hamid al-Din with the experience of 14 years, 11 years, me myself experience in offering a new product to the market. We are backed with 4 team members with the great board members. We are raising 1.5 million. We have secured $500,000 and the left is 1 million. MADAC Real Estate for All, thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. This is Ruben Saidan. Oh my God, no one told me that place is going to be full. But let me start with a question. Do you know that retailers on average on 3 or more sales channels, such as Amazon, Noon, Trendyol? These fragmented sales channels consume valuable time on order listing, managing orders, and inventory. Based on a study done by McKinsey, it increased operational cost by 35%. Our solution is an AI-powered platform that automates order listing. We have our product information management tool that uses AI in order to also generate multi-language description. And our order management system basically gets the orders from all of the sales channel and update inventory from one platform. which will give retailers a data-driven decision. Let me give you a quick walkthrough in our amazing system. Basically, you will add your product from one platform. Once you add your product will be auto-listed in all of your sales channels within one click. Let's come to orders. Instead of all of these machines, you can get one dashboard. You will see all of the order and update inventory automatically. No more overselling, no more out of stock. Our competitors, we have multi-competitors, but our value comes in our product information management tool. And we are more focused on retail, which differentiates us from the other players. The market size that we're tapping is really huge, for around 126 billion USD. The revenue stream, we have multiple revenue streams. It's through our subscription. We start from 3,000 up to 15,000 per year. Our traction, we have just launched in May, but we have successfully integrated with 6 sales channels, and we have 15 active customers. We have generated 20,000 on our ARR, and let's come to the big news. We are partnering with Riyadh, the point of sales, which will give us access to more than 20,000 retailers. Give me a big clap, please. I've been working for this a lot. Our team, I came from consulting background. I used to work in financial digital transformation. I do understand how does retailer work with ERP system, and they want it to be facilitated. My co-founder, Irfan, has more than 11 years experience on building omni-sales channel system in the Indian market. The roadmap is full by multi-features. We are going to integrate with more of the sales channels in the Saudi market, and we're expected to reach 200 clients by the end of Q3. Our ask, we're asking 500,000. We have successfully covered 60% of our round, and it's an evaluation of 5 million. The opportunity is almost closed. If you're ready to create a seamless retail experience, talk to us. Thank you, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohi Abu Alam, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of The Door. At The Door, we are building Dima, which is an AI co-pilot for marketeers at leading enterprises and agencies. So marketing teams win when they truly understand their customers. However, most marketing teams can't because existing consumer intelligence tools lack with 3 fatal issues. The first one being is that a lot of them are not built for enterprise. They're built for small, limited capabilities. The second is because they're built for limited, small capabilities, they end up analyzing samples of data rather than the full picture, missing key insights. And for some reason, most of the tools are from outside the region, so they overlook Arabic, even though 90% of the important mentions in MENA are in Arabic. This is exactly why we built Dima, an AI co-pilot in the form of a mobile app and a web app that offers 97% accuracy in Arabic language, captures all the relevant mentions, and is built UX, UI, product-wise for enterprise, boosting their daily productivity by up to 90%. Let's take a case study from one of our real customers, a ministry here in Saudi Arabia. Before Dima, they used to analyze around 60 to 70 posts off of their official social media pages for basic KPIs like likes, views, and shares. That's more than enough for the content managers, but I'm sure you can agree it's definitely not enough for the people making the marketing initiatives, PR and comms, and the actual strategic decisions. This is exactly why they subscribed to Dima. With Dima, they got 35x the previous coverage to get a complete understanding of public perception. They managed to mitigate quite a few crises since then in minutes instead of days. And they've managed to understand true public perception by identifying the public's most burning questions and delivering effective PR strategies based on that. The way it works is very simple. Marketeers just create their topics of interest and Dima does the rest. Our business model, before they get to work, they have to subscribe. So we have packages from $500 to $1,500 monthly, depending on the number of topics of interest. We launched Dima in November 2024. And since then, we've onboarded 60 paying clients. These are all paying clients in 8 countries with over 95% client retention and a quarterly growth in our MRR of around 70%. It's worth to note that almost 50% of these clients are here in Saudi Arabia. The market size and spend on ad, tech ad, marketing, etc. is big. It's huge. It's a global market. And the SAM is estimated to be $740 billion. With that, of course, comes global competition. But we plan to really compete on the global scale with these giants by focusing on use cases that they are not as good at, such as PR and comms, audience intelligence, and crisis management. And if you're not going to take my word for it, every one of the 60 paying clients has used at least 1 or 2 of these tools before switching to Dima, the tool that really does give them the required daily needs. Our roadmap over the next 12 months is to invest heavily in product development and build our digital growth infrastructure to prepare for scale, launch 2 very important modules, which are CX and influencer ROI, to further enrich our existing use cases, and prepare for a pre-series A round by the end of 2026 for global expansion. The team is led by myself, an Imperial College graduate who is very passionate about machine learning before ChatGPT came out, and Ahmed Al-Azhari, who brings over 30 years experience in big data, digital tech, and AI. Join the door and come visit us at our booth. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Fahad Al-Faid, founder and CEO of T-Gate. Let me introduce you to our integration hub, connecting service providers, aggregators with F&B brands. Let's talk about the challenges facing brands working with multiple aggregators. One of the biggest headaches is juggling through order management across different devices. Inventory and menu updates has to be done individually across each platform. These challenges limit them to only work with 3 to 4 aggregators, which in result makes it harder for brand acquisition for SME aggregators, make these acquisitions harder to retain when big players comes into market, and the nightmare of having their device up and running. T-Gate offers automated and seamless integration between these 2 parties, giving them a consolidated order channel with one Omni-Channel for order acceptance, auto-hide the sold-out items, and menu updates with just 1 click of a button. We offer 2 packages, let's say, T-Gate Cluster, designed for SME brands and aggregators, allowing them to work together through T-Gate with 1 single signature on a transactional business model, and T-Gate Plus designed for high-growth brands, giving them full access to marketplace and unlimited transactions for monthly subscription. Since we launched mid this year, we went live with Jahez, FoodTech, To You, and Mr. Mandoub, with many more coming soon, inshallah. We are testing currently with 20 stores, and we have 100 in the pipeline. In the FoodTech, in the food F&B sector in Saudi, there are more than 400,000 locations. Each one spends around 2,000 riyals per month on FoodTech. Unlike our competitors, our dual pricing makes us best suited for SMEs, scaling them with our universal onboarding, and best of all, we have a low customer acquisition cost. We have an eventful year ahead of us, inshallah, as we are expanding our integration scopes and integration partnerships. We're launching T-Captain, a logistics solution, and we are acquiring 3,000 locations, inshallah. We're asking for 750,000 USD, with the 70% already being committed. The funds will be allocated to product, sales, and marketing. I bring 5 years of experience in the aggregator sector as founder of Tyro. My co-founder, Nasser, brings 10 years of relevant experience in marketing, and sales, and we are supported by 10 team members. T-Gate is more than a platform. It's the infrastructure that powers FoodTech products. Thank you for your time. Sorry.
Hello, everyone. Welcome. Just joking. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Supply. Azmi Negro here, co-founder and CEO of Supply, Saudi's fastest cold chain services. The challenge in Saudi today is F&B businesses and cold chain clients in general tend to ship, are limited to shipping in full truckloads only. The reason behind that is because there's two types of carriers in Saudi today. There are the carriers like Road Logistics, Agix, Starlinks that do ship per pallet and per box, but they're too slow. They take between 3 to 8 business days. So if you're shipping short shelf life items, Wagyu beef, or expensive premium chocolates, you're going to have to take a full truckload. Now, the full truckload market, the bigger companies like Starlinks and Roads, they do offer the service, but it's mostly dominated by domestic carriers in Saudi that operate between 20 to 50 trucks. And the problem with that is they have a lot of underutilized capacity, a lot of cargo waste, and it limits their revenue because they have very limited admin and invoicing teams to be able to fill their trucks in partial shipments. So what did we do? We took 5 of these domestic full truckload carriers, and we've already switched 5 of them to accept a different service, which is per pallet and per box shipments. We are monetizing their unused space. We are doing the admin, the sales, and the invoicing through our platform while they focus on the operation. And essentially what that did for the clients is we released a per pallet and per box shipping system that's cut 80% of the lead time, up to 25% below market price. Best of all, no quality control risk because it goes direct to end user without any warehousing involved. So essentially, we put up these carriers' revenues by 30% and put down the client price by 25%. It's magic. It's magic. That's what it is. So we took a completely manual industry and we put it on a unified, cool, techie platform, as you can see there. Business model is simple. Preset prices with the carriers, preset prices with the clients. We make the margin in between, currently sitting on 21.5%. And are you guys ready for our traction slide? And boom! As you guys can see, 30% month-on-month growth since we launched 10 months ago, and we are set to sell $250,000 in this quarter alone. We've moved over 5,000 pallets in those 10 months, over 5,000 boxes as well, and we haven't lost a single client in the process. Our 21 clients are F&B conglomerates like BTC and SFS. These are goods that we ship safely on a daily basis. Perrier, Nature Valley, Voss Water, Betty Crocker, and lots of these fun stuff that you see on the screen. Market size currently stands at $28 billion, set to double to $53 billion by 2030. Most importantly, we do this through what's called a market orchestrator model. We are not a marketplace. So we are the biggest client to the carrier, and we are the carrier to the client. We are operationally involved, and hence why we get more than double the gross profit of a lot of these marketplace model tech companies that you see up there. This is the roadmap of different industries that we want to tackle to get to $500,000 in sales by 2026, Q3 2026. Today, we are raising $1 million in seed round with 40% of that already closed, and this is the split of how we're going to spend it. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum jami'an. Good evening. Again, great to have you all here with us. I know it's been a very busy week with Money 2020 and a few other networking events, so we're very grateful that you managed to find the time to come and join us. My name is Iyad Al-Bayouk. I'm the partner at F6 Ventures, previously the GM of Flat6Labs. Again, I'm here maybe to tell you a little bit about the back end of the Riyadh Seed Program and our programs in general. But essentially, a few months ago, or a few weeks ago really, we announced our new entity, which is F6 Ventures. Essentially, this is how we finance what you've seen today. So we are your quintessential GP / VC fund manager. The way we invest is usually through curated programs that in our case is managed by our preceding entity, Flat6Labs. Of course, we've been doing this for quite some time, so it's been more than a decade so far. We've been fortunate with our team to have 6 funds that are currently operating, and we're hoping to come online with a couple of new funds, hopefully, over the next 12 months or so. Combined as a team, we have 90 million and some more dollars under management. We've been fortunate to have a combined market cap across our portfolio of north of $1 billion so far. Of course, this is the geographic coverage that we are operating in today. Historically, we've been very active in Arab-speaking MENA markets, and hopefully soon we'll be expanding with our investment mandate in the African continent and hopefully other markets to come. Of course, one of these funds is a fund by the name of Startup Seed Program, which is essentially our KSA-focused fund vehicle. It's how all of this have been financed and funded so far. It's your typical limited partnership structure where we essentially are the GP and we invest through the accelerator program managed by Flat6Labs. And we've been fortunate enough to do quite a few investments so far. Our target is to do more than 60 or at least 60 investments before the end of this year. Alhamdulillah, to date, as of at least June 2025, we've invested in 51 portfolio companies, notwithstanding, of course, the 9 companies that you've seen with us here today. We cover a diverse range of tech sectors. And again, we pride ourselves in being able to allow our LPs to access these opportunities relatively early on and through multiple up-and-coming and critical sectors within the tech ecosystem in Saudi Arabia. Of course, these 51 startups are run by more than 120 startup founders. Alhamdulillah, in addition to these founders, we've managed to create 400 jobs in the country over the past 2 years and so, all with a little over $12 million or close to roughly 45 million riyals in investments to date. Alhamdulillah, it hasn't been a lonely road. We've had co-investors and investors that came in after us for roughly 3 times the amount of money that we've put in. And thankfully, a lot of our companies are post the revenue stage. Combined, as of the last 12 months, ended of June, the portfolio has generated more than 100 million riyals in sales combined. Of course, this wouldn't have been possible without the backing of our key limited partners. Of course, most notably the Saudi Venture Capital Company, Jeddah Fund of Funds, and Riyadh Valley, in addition to 10 other private sector limited partners that have been instrumental to our growth and operations here in Saudi. Of course, again, I'm very grateful for you finding the time to come and join us today. We look forward to seeing you at our next demo day, which inshallah will be in January of 2026 for our final cohort here in Saudi, which will be a bittersweet occasion, but again, we'd love to have you join us there. And of course, if you'd love to learn more about any of the companies, here's the QR code again, and hope to see you hopefully soon in January, and have a pleasant evening. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you all for joining us. I would like to ask Flat6Labs founders and our LPs to join us on the stage, as well as the team, of course, to take our picture. And then we would like to invite everyone to please join the founders and their teams in the booth area, meet them, ask questions, get to know them better, and enjoy the food as well. Thank you so much, everyone. يعطيكم العافية ونورتونا جميعا. Thank you so much. Our LPs, please join me and the founders and the team. Thank you.